Hi everybody, Mature Simmer here. So back with Tower Simulator 3 and Tower Companion. I'm going to be running a schedule for Boston here. So we were at Boston at night once. So I've got things I think set up, so we should be okay. But hope is that we're going to have some planes arrive.
Boston ground, Care 402 with information hotel. Ready to start.
Alright, so where are they? Cape Air 402. Approved. Expect runway 15. Let's see if that works.
Negative. Unknown command, Care 402.
Whoops. Yeah, that's important. So let me stop this. 70 degrees. So I think we're going to do this. It's as close as we can get. And maybe 9. Let's see, do we have any crossing? Yeah, probably let's not do that. You know what? I'm going to do what I did before, which is go look at the live setup, and we will configure it that way. So I forgot to do that. But let's see. Weather. Real. So yes, arrivals are 4 left and right. Exactly what I have. And they're departing on 9. Do they not cross? I still think getting Cape Air out on 15 is going to work nicely. But we'll see. Oh, I'm looking at a chart, and I didn't realize I didn't pull up the Boston chart. I'm like, wait a minute. But okay, so 15, 4. All right, I see 4 right. Oh, 4 left. 15 goes across. So, yeah, taxing all the way to 9 is kind of a pain. But I think again, yeah, I think it depends what we have, but all right, we'll take a look. But yes, 4 is what we have. So Care 402 approved. Expect runway 15.
Negative. Unknown command, Care 402.
Care 402 approved. Expect runway 15.
Negative. Unknown command, Care
Oh, I
402.
see. Care 402 approved. Expect runway 15, right? That's the issue.
Approved. Expect runway 15 right. Care
So,
402.
Cape Air are the small planes. There's a good amount of GAs in here. That's why I went ahead and decided to use it. So, we'll see what's going on. They're little GA planes. And then we're going to have Cape Air coming in. 1612, which we just passed, that now shows approaching as opposed to scheduled. So I think we'll be okay. But there they go. But they're a little tiny group of planes, and because this is the VATSIM RTAC that I now am a part of, and Cape Air is a big part of things that we need to get trained on, because they have their own routes, they have whatever. Obviously, Tower Simulator's
Boston
not
ground,
doing
Care
that.
402 ready to taxi.
Care 402, taxi runway 15 right.
Taxi to runway 15 right. Care 402.
Alright, and we should be having about, we should have an hour on this, so everything should be good. So the schedules at least shouldn't be crazy, and I'm hoping that things won't get too run in. As far as falling behind or anything like that. Oh, yes, I need to change separation again. So we're going to go ahead here. I do have... I almost don't have enough screens because I've got Tower Assistant open up on one all the time. And then, okay. Care 402, runway 15 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 500, contact departure.
Runway 15 right, cleared for immediate takeoff on reaching altitude 500, contact departure. Care 402.
Because, yeah,
Boston
9
Tower, Care
9 is
71 on 504
here.
left.
And so that's the thing. I think, like, yeah, see, so I will
Boston
approve
ground,
these.
American 3102 with information mic, requesting push and start.
American 3102, pushback approved, expect runway 09. American 3102, pushback approved, expect runway 09.
Command requirement missing. American 3102.
Alright.
Pushback
See,
approved,
and I don't
expect runway
know...
niner, American 3102.
I don't know if this is part of the runway. I don't think it is. Well, see. I think we're clear. So if that works, then that'll be fine. Then I'm okay
Boston
going to
ground,
9.
JetBlue 1115 with information mic, requesting push and start.
JetBlue 1115, pushback approved, expect runway 9.
Pushback approved, expect runway 9er. JetBlue 1115.
Okay, so what I need to do here is now look, because what I want to do is get them to go via Bravo, I believe, and that will get them to go around, I hope. So we'll see. Because if they go via Bravo Mike, then they will, because as long as I don't do Kilo, which is what that is, then we'll be in good shape.
Boston ground, American 3102 ready to taxi.
American 3102, taxi to runway 9 via Bravo Mike.
Taxi to runway 9er, hold position. American 3102.
It's not what I said. American 3102, taxi to runway 9 via Bravo Mike. There we go.
Taxi to runway 9er via Bravo, Mike. American 3102.
As far as I know, I'm speaking English. Care 71, runway 4 left, cleared to land.
Runway 4 left, clear to land. Care 71.
Boston ground, JetBlue 1115 ready to
Where
taxi.
are they? Oh, okay. JetBlue 1115, taxi to runway 9 via Bravo Mike. Oh my god. JetBlue 1115, taxi to runway 9 via Bravo Mike.
Negative. I'm on the ground. JetBlue
Yeah, we know
1115.
you're on the ground.
Taxi to runway 9er via Bravo. Mike. JetBlue 1115.
Oh, I
Tower,
see.
Alaska 356 on
Because
final 4 left.
4 left and 4 right are here. So yes, 4 right crosses. So it's interesting that it says it's out there, but... Alaska 356, runway 4 left, cleared to land. Okay, that's a
Runway
different...
4 left,
That's the
cleared to
one.
land.
Never mind.
Alaska 356.
You know, but this way they're clear. 4 left is a short runway. It's only got 7,800 feet, where 4 right is 10,000 feet. So we'll see if anybody comes in that way. Thing is, it's not giving me any time.
Boston ground, JetBlue 1355 with information Mike, requesting push and start.
JetBlue 1355, pushback approved, expect runway 9. American 3102, runway 9, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 500, contact departure. What the heck is it doing? American 3102, runway 9, cleared for immediate takeoff upon... Oh my god. American 3102, runway 9, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 500, contact departure. I do not understand. Maybe I need to say 9er.
JetBlue 1355.
Wow, we have
Negative.
2
I'm on the
minutes.
ground. American 3102. Runway 9er for crossing traffic. American 3102. Runway 9er cleared for immediate takeoff on reaching altitude 500. Contact departure.
All right.
American
So
3102.
JetBlue's there. American 1776, pushback approved, expect runway 9er.
Pushback approved, expect runway 9er. American 1776.
Boston Tower, United 1532 on final 4 left.
United 1532, runway 4 left, cleared to land.
Runway 4 left, cleared to land. United 1532.
Alright, so we have that.
Boston ground, American 1776 with information Mike, requesting push and start.
Boston ground, JetBlue 1355 ready for taxi.
JetBlue 1355, taxi to runway 9 via Bravo, Mike. Oh god. JetBlue 1355, taxi to runway 9er via Bravo, Mike.
Negative. I'm on the ground. JetBlue 1355. Taxi to
JetBlue
runway 9,
1115,
Mike.
runway
JetBlue
9er, cleared for
1355.
immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 500, contact departure.
Runway 9er, cleared for immediate takeoff on reaching altitude 500, contact departure. JetBlue 1115.
Care 71,
Boston
taxi to
ground,
terminal
Delta
via
11
Bravo.
Heavy with information Mike, requesting push and start.
Care 71, taxi to runway... Whoops. Care 71, taxi to terminal via Bravo.
Negative. Invalid target. Care 71. Taxi to terminal.
JetBlue
Via Bravo.
1355,
Care
hold
71.
position.
Hold position. JetBlue 1355.
JetBlue 1355, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. JetBlue 1355.
Boston ground, American 1776 ready to taxi.
American 1776, taxi to runway 9er via Bravo, Mike.
Taxi to runway 9er via Bravo, Mike. American 1776.
Care 71, taxi to terminal via Bravo.
Taxi to terminal. Via Bravo. Care 71.
I don't know why it's not moving.
Boston ground. Care 71. Are you sure this is the most logical routing?
Care 71, taxi to terminal. Fine. Take your logical routing.
Taxi
Where do you want to go?
terminal. Care 71.
Like
Boston ground. Kai 50
it's
Nina 1,
refusing to
information
move.
mic,
I don't
ready to start.
understand.
Boston ground. Care 71. Are you sure this is the most logical routing?
Care 71. Taxi to terminal. I'm not giving you a routing.
Taxi to terminal. Care 71.
Care 71, taxi to terminal via Alpha. Will that work?
Taxi to terminal via Alpha. Care 71. Boston ground. Care 71. We request a more logical routing.
It's like reporting that it's going via Charlie.
Boston ground. Care 71. Are you sure this is the most logical routing?
No, I'm not sure. I don't know where you think you're going. Alright.
Boston ground. Care 71. Are you sure this is the most logical routing?
Alright. I clearly need to just delete this, which stinks. But, alright. So, let's go. JetBlue 1355, runway 9er, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 500, contact departure. Alaska 356, taxi to terminal, cross runway 15. Whoops. Alaska 356, taxi to terminal, cross runway 15 right.
Runway 9er, clear for immediate takeoff. On reaching altitude 500, contact departure. JetBlue 1355.
Care 5901, approved. Expect runway 15 right. Delta 112, heavy. Pushback approved. Expect runway 9er.
Negative. Unknown command. Alaska 356. Taxi to terminal. Cross runway 15 right. Alaska 356.
Brickyard 5829er, runway 4 right, cleared to land. Oh my god. Brickyard 5829, runway 4 right, cleared to land. Delta 112 heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 9er. Oh my god.
Approved, expect runway 15 right. Kai 50 Nina 1.
Delta 112 heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 9er.
Command
Why are
property error.
things...
Delta 112 heavy.
I don't understand
Negative.
why
End of
things
the air.
aren't working.
Brickyard 5829er. Runway 4 right. Clear to land. Brickyard 5829er.
Unable to take off from this runway. The runway is too short for takeoff. Delta 112 heavy. Pushback approved. Expect runway 9er. Delta 112 heavy. Unable to take off from this runway.
Okay,
The
that's
runway
different.
is too short for takeoff. Delta 112 heavy. Pushback approved. Expect runway 9er. Delta 112 heavy.
Let's see.
Pushback
Will that
approved.
work?
Expect runway 15 right.
Alright,
Delta 112 heavy.
there we go.
Boston Tower. Brickyard 5829er on final 4 right.
Boston ground. Kai 50 Nina 1 ready to taxi. Boston Tower. Brickyard 5727 on final 4 left.
American 1776, runway 9er, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 500, contact departure. Brickyard 5727, runway 4 left, cleared for landing. Brickyard 5727, runway 4 left, cleared to land. Man, I am just
Runway
discombobulated.
9er. Cleared for immediate takeoff. On reaching altitude 500, contact departure.
Care
American
5091,
1776.
taxi, runway 15 right.
Negative. I'm in the air. Brickyard 5727. Runway 4 left. Cleared to land. Brickyard 5727.
Care 5091, taxi to runway 15 right.
Taxi to runway 15 right. Kai 50 Nina 1.
JetBlue 2065, pushback approved, expect runway 9er.
Pushback approved, expect runway 9er. JetBlue 2065.
Boston ground. Kai 50 Nina 1 ready to taxi.
Delta 39er, pushback approved, expect runway 9er.
Pushback approved, expect runway 9er.
Delta 112
399er.
heavy, taxi to runway 15 right via Alpha.
Taxi to runway 15 right via Alpha. Delta 112 heavy.
Boston Tower, Spirit Wings 209er 2 on final 4 right.
Boston ground. Delta 112 heavy ready to taxi.
Spirit Wings 2092, runway 4 right, cleared to land. Alaska 356, cross runway 15 left. American 1532, taxi to terminal, cross runway 15 left, cross runway 15 right.
Runway 4 right, clear to land. Spirit Wings 209er 2.
All right.
Cross runway 15 left. Alaska 356.
JetBlue 477, pushback approved, expect runway 9er.
Pushback approved, expect runway 9er. JetBlue 477.
Boston ground. Delta 399er with information mic. Requesting push and start.
Alright, we're already there, so...
Boston ground, JetBlue 2065
United
with information
1532,
mark.
taxi to
Requesting
terminal,
push and start.
cross runway 15 left, cross runway 15 right. Can it do that? Alaska 356, cross runway 15 right.
Taxi to terminal. Cross runway 15 left. Cross runway 15 right. United 1532.
Cross runway 15 right. Alaska
Delta
356.
399er, taxi to runway 9er via Bravo, Mike.
Taxi to runway 9er via Bravo. Mike. Delta 399er.
Boston ground, JetBlue 2065 ready to taxi.
Boston ground.
JetBlue
Delta 399er ready to
2065,
taxi.
taxi to runway 9er via Bravo, Mike.
Taxi to runway 9er by Bravo, Mike. JetBlue 2065.
United 1532, cross runway 15 left. Care 5091, runway 15 right. Care 50901, runway 15 right, cleared for immediate takeoff. Upon reaching altitude 500, contact departure.
Negative. Unknown command. United 1532. Runway 15
Brickyard
right.
5829,
Takeoff. On
taxi to
reaching altitude
terminal.
500. Contact departure. Kai 50 Nina 1.
Taxi to terminal. Brickyard 5829er.
Boston ground, JetBlue 477 ready to taxi. Boston ground, JetBlue 477 with information mic, requesting push and start.
Care... oh, he'll be up. I know what they're doing, but...
Boston Tower. Whiskey Uniform Papa 835 on final 4 right.
JetBlue 477, taxi to runway 9er via Bravo, Mike.
Taxi to runway 9er via Bravo, Mike. JetBlue 477.
I see why they're close. They are close.
Boston ground.
Whiskey
JetBlue
Uniform
811
Papa
with information
835,
mic.
runway
Requesting
4 right,
push and
cleared to
start.
land.
Runway 4 right. Clear to land. Whiskey Uniform Papa 835.
Brickyard 5829, cross runway 15 left. United 1532, cross runway 15 left.
Cross runway 15 left. Brickyard 5829er.
Cross runway 15 left. United 1532.
Alright.
Boston ground. Delta 776 with information mic. Requesting push and start.
JetBlue 811, pushback approved, expect runway 9er.
Pushback approved, expect runway 9er. JetBlue 811.
United 1532. Taxi to terminal via Bravo. United 1532, taxi to terminal via Bravo. United 1532, cross runway 15 right. Brickyard 5829, cross runway 15 right.
Taxi to terminal via Bravo. United 1532. Cross runway 15 right.
Delta
United
776,
1532.
pushback approved, expect runway 9er.
Cross runway 15 right. Brickyard 5829er.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 9er. Delta 776.
Delta 112 heavy, taxi to runway 15 right via Bravo.
Taxi to runway 15 right, via Bravo. Delta 112 heavy.
Spirit Wings 2092, taxi to terminal.
Taxi to terminal. Spirit Wings 209er2.
Delta 39er, runway 9er, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 500, contact departure. JetBlue 2065, runway 9er, line up and wait.
Runway 9er, cleared for immediate takeoff. On reaching altitude 500, contact departure. Delta 399er.
Runway
JetBlue
9er,
811,
JetBlue 2065.
taxi to runway 9er via Bravo.
Taxi to runway 9er via Bravo. JetBlue 811. Boston ground, JetBlue 811 ready to taxi.
Brickyard 5829, cross runway 4 left.
Cross runway 4 left. Brickyard 5829er.
Spirit Wings 2092, taxi to terminal.
Taxi to terminal. Spirit Wings 209er2.
Boston Tower.
Why is it going nowhere?
On final 4 left. Boston ground. Delta 776 ready to taxi.
Spirit Wings 2092, cross runway 15 left.
Cross runway 15 left. Spirit Wings 209er2.
I don't understand how it ended up where it did. Brickyard 5727, taxi to terminal.
Taxi to terminal. Brickyard 5727.
Delta 112 heavy, runway 15 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 500, contact departure.
Runway 15 right, cleared for immediate takeoff. On reaching altitude 500, contact departure. Delta 112 heavy.
JetBlue 2065, runway 9er, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 500, contact departure. JetBlue 477, runway 9er, line up and wait. JetBlue 2065, runway 9er, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 500, contact departure.
Negative. I'm on the ground. JetBlue 2065.
Delta 776, taxi to runway 9er via Bravo Mike.
Runway 9er, line up and wait. JetBlue 477.
Runway 9er. Cleared for immediate takeoff. On reaching altitude 500.
Brickyard
Contact
5727,
departure.
cross
JetBlue
runway 15
2065.
left.
Taxi to runway 9er via Bravo. Mike. Delta 776. Cross runway 15 left. Brickyard 5727.
Alaska 1485, pushback approved, expect runway 9er. Air Canada 773, pushback approved, expect runway 9er.
Pushback approved, expect runway 9er. Alaska 1485.
Pushback approved, expect runway 9er. Air Canada 773.
JetBlue 477, runway 9er, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 500, contact departure.
Runway 9er, clear for immediate takeoff. On reaching altitude 500, contact departure.
I'm not sure
JetBlue
where
477.
this brickyard is going. Maybe it's just going straight. That would be nice. No, it's
Boston
not.
ground. Spirit Wings 209er 2, are you sure this is the most logical routing?
No, I don't know where you're going. Spirit Wings 209er 2, cancel taxi.
Negative. Did not take off. Command property error. Spirit Wings 209er 2.
Brickyard 5727, cross runway 15 right. Alright, so it is going
Cross
way
runway
down
15
there.
right. Brickyard 5727.
Boston ground, Alaska 1485 ready to taxi.
KR 548, runway 4 left, cleared to land.
Runway 4 left. Clear to land. Care 548.
Alaska 1485, runway 9er via Bravo Mike.
Runway 9er, via Bravo. Mike.
Air Canada 773,
Alaska
runway
1485.
9er via Bravo Mike.
Runway 9er, via Bravo. Mike. Air Canada 773.
JetBlue 811, runway 9er, line up and wait.
Runway 9er, line up and wait. JetBlue 811.
Alright,
Boston
so
ground. Air Canada 773 ready to taxi.
clearly this one is, again, not going to work. So we're going to get rid of that.
Boston ground. Spirit Wings 209er 2, are you sure this is the most logical routing?
No, you're gone now.
Boston ground, Alaska 1485 with information Mike, requesting push and start.
Alright.
Boston ground. Air Canada 773 with information Mike, requesting push and start.
Whiskey Uniform Papa 835, taxi to terminal.
Taxi to terminal. Whiskey Uniform Papa 835.
JetBlue 811, runway 9er, cleared for immediate takeoff. Upon reaching altitude 500, contact departure.
Runway 9er, cleared for immediate takeoff. On reaching altitude 500, contact departure. JetBlue 811.
Let's see. Air Canada 773, taxi to runway 9er via Kilo Bravo Mike.
Taxi to runway 9er via Kilo. Bravo.
Just
Mike.
need to get him
Air
out of the
Canada
way of that.
773.
Delta 776, runway 9er, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 500. Delta 776, runway 9er, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 500, contact departure. Alright, so we've
Negative.
got Cape
Use
Air.
only with takeoff.
Yeah,
Delta
I know.
776.
We know about that.
Runway 9er, cleared for immediate takeoff. On reaching altitude 500, contact departure. Delta 776.
KR 548, taxi to terminal.
Taxi to terminal. Care 548.
Whiskey Uniform Papa 835, cross runway 4 left.
Cross runway 4 left. Whiskey Uniform Papa 835.
Alright, so we are... Well, we've only processed 14. So things are definitely still slow when these schedules are built. So even though they're really only an hour, they take more than an hour. Alright, so Whiskey Uniform Papa. It's interesting that these are just parking here. So I would not be expecting that to be the case. Alaska 1485, runway 9er, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 500, contact departure.
Runway 9er, cleared for immediate takeoff. On reaching altitude 500, contact departure. Alaska 1485.
Where's the brickyard?
Boston ground, Brickyard 5837 with information Mike, requesting push and start.
Brickyard 5837, pushback approved, expect runway 9er. should be able to get them off.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 9er. Brickyard 5837.
And yeah, that'll work. Delta 256 Heavy, pushback approved. Expect runway 9er. It's probably going to tell me no. All right.
Unable to take off from this runway. The runway is too short for takeoff. Delta 256 Heavy. Pushback approved. Expect runway 9er. Delta 256 Heavy.
Delta 256 Heavy, pushback approved. Expect runway 4 right.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 4 right. Delta 256 Heavy. Boston ground. Delta 256 Heavy with information Mike. Requesting push and start.
Alright. So, nothing over here. He's just taxiing away. He's good. Air Canada 773, runway 9er, cleared for immediate takeoff. Upon reaching altitude 500, contact departure.
Runway 9er, cleared for immediate takeoff. On reaching altitude 500, contact departure. Air Canada 773.
Boston ground. Brickyard 5837 ready to taxi.
Brickyard 5837, taxi to runway 9er via Kilo, Bravo, Mike.
Taxi to runway 9er via Kilo. Bravo. Mike. Brickyard 5837.
Okay, they're up in
Boston
the
Tower.
air.
Delta 113 Heavy on final 4 left.
Delta 113 Heavy, runway 4 left, cleared to land. Yeah, I'm not a real
Runway 4
fan of
left. Clear to
how
land.
those are
Delta
working.
113 Heavy.
Alright, so hopefully 9er will work. Delta 256 Heavy, taxi to runway 4 right.
Negative. Need pushback first. Delta 256 Heavy.
It's not ready yet.
Boston Tower, flex jet 39er on final 4 right.
Brickyard 5727, hold position.
Hold position. Brickyard 5727.
Delta 256 Heavy, taxi to runway 4 right. FlexJet 39er, runway 4 right, cleared to land.
Taxi to runway 4 right.
Okay.
Delta 256 Heavy.
So everybody's
Runway
doing
4
their
right,
thing.
Clear to land. Flex jet 39er.
Brickyard 5727, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Brickyard 5727.
Boston ground.
Care
Delta
1037.
256 Heavy ready to taxi.
Approved, expect runway 15 right.
Negative, unknown command, Thai 1037.
Care 1037, approved, expect runway 15 right. Where are they?
Approved, expect runway 15 right, Thai 1037.
Okay. So they'll be leaving
Boston
from
ground,
there.
Thai 1037 with information Mike, ready to start.
Okay. So they are going in there. Yeah, I figured usually they're over there, but all right. So we'll have to see who and what gets where to see if we can take off in time. So yeah, it just does not, even with the schedule creation, it is the next hour of flights,
Boston Tower.
but
Delta 726 on final 4 left.
Delta 726, runway 4 left, cleared to land.
Runway 4 left. Clear to land. Delta 726.
Okay, so,
Boston ground, Thai 1037 ready to taxi.
whoops, I need this one. Yeah, like I don't think he's gonna get there in time. Care 1037, taxi runway 15 right via Bravo.
Taxi to runway 15 right via Bravo. Thai
Should be.
1037.
It should be a quicker way to go. So
Boston ground, United 445 with information Mike, requesting push and start.
United 445, pushback approved, expect runway 9er.
Pushback approved, expect runway 9er. United 445.
Yeah, it's got to go all the way up there and over. Like, yeah, I don't think we have a shot here. Yeah, it's at 700. Delta 256 heavy, runway 4 right, line up and wait.
Runway 4 right, line up and wait. Delta 256 heavy.
Alright. Everybody's good there. Okay. 113 heavy is coming through there.
Boston Tower, Flix Jet 600 on final 4 left.
Flex Jet 600, runway 4 left, cleared to land.
Runway 4 left, clear to land. Flix Jet 600.
Delta 256 heavy, runway 4 right, cleared for immediate takeoff. Upon reaching altitude 500, contact departure. I'm going to send him off.
Runway 4 right, cleared for immediate takeoff.
Brickyard
On reaching
5837,
altitude 500,
runway
contact
9er,
departure.
line up and wait.
Delta 256 heavy.
Because
Runway
this
9er,
isn't
line up
that
and wait.
fast of a
Brickyard
plane.
5837.
Boston ground, United 445 ready to taxi.
United 445, runway 9er via Bravo Mike.
Runway 9er, via Bravo, Mike, United 445.
So, should be good. They are closer than I thought, but because he'll be landing and stopping
Boston
very
Tower,
quickly
clear
as well.
316 on final 4 right.
Delta 113 heavy, taxi to terminal.
Taxi to terminal. Delta 113 heavy.
Delta 113 heavy, cross runway 15 left.
Cross runway 15 left. Delta 113 heavy.
Care 1037, runway 15 right, line up and wait.
Runway 15 right.
Brickyard
line up and wait.
5837, runway 9er,
1037.
cleared for immediate takeoff. Upon reaching altitude 500, contact departure.
Runway 9er, cleared for immediate takeoff. On reaching altitude 500, contact departure. Brickyard 5837.
FlexJet 39er, taxi to terminal.
Taxi to terminal. Flex Jet 39er.
Is he again going nowhere? It's like they're lost in this airport. I don't understand. FlexJet 39er, taxi to terminal. FlexJet 39er, taxi to terminal via Foxtrot Mike.
Taxi to terminal. Flex Jet 39er. Taxi to terminal.
Okay,
via
so
Foxtrot.
maybe I
Mike,
just need to give them
Flex Jet
directions.
39er.
Delta 113 heavy, cross runway 15 right.
Cross runway 15 right. Delta 113 heavy.
Alright, what have we got going on? Whoops. Oh,
Boston
that's
ground.
okay.
Flex Jet 39er. Are you sure this is the most logical routing?
Yes. Care 316, runway 4 right, cleared to land.
Runway 4 right, clear to land. Care 316.
Boston Tower, Brickyard 5647 on final 4 left.
Care 1037, runway 15 right, cleared for immediate takeoff. Upon reaching altitude 500, contact departure.
Runway 15 right, cleared for immediate takeoff. On reaching altitude 500, contact departure. Thai 1037.
FlexJet 39er, cross runway 4 left.
Cross runway 4 left. Flex jet 39er.
Flex jet 39er, cross runway 15 right.
Negative. Unknown command. Flex jet 39er.
Flex jet 39er, cross runway 15 right.
Cross runway 15 right. Flex jet 39er.
It is a confusing airport. United 445, runway 9er, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 500. Contact departure. United 445, runway 9er, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 500. Contact departure. Brickyard 5647, runway 4 left, cleared to land. Exec jet 650, runway 4 right, cleared to land. Okay.
Negative. Use only with takeoff. United 445.
Flex jet 39er, cross runway 4 left.
Runway 9er. Cleared for immediate takeoff on reaching altitude 500. Contact departure. United 445.
Runway 4 left. Cleared to land. Brickyard 5647.
Okay.
Runway 4 right.
Delta
Cleared to land.
726,
Exit
taxi
jet
to terminal.
650.
Cross runway 15 left.
Cross runway 4 left. Flex jet 39er.
Taxi to terminal. Cross runway 15 left. Delta 726.
Boston Tower. Exit jet 650 on final 4 right.
Okay. Everything's called in already, so we're good. Flex jet 600, taxi to terminal.
Taxi to terminal. Flex jet 600.
So, a lot of these GA aircraft, as we said. So that is, it's a nice difference, I'll tell you that. Wow, the United is finally off. Holy moly. I don't know what that is. I'm sure it's a fort or something. Looks like a... I don't know that it's a prison. Maybe. Probably not, because there's other things that look like that. Alright, well the Delta's obviously getting in there.
On final 4 left.
American 1450, runway 4 left, cleared to land.
Runway 4 left, cleared to land. American 1450.
Alright, so we're going to have Cape Air there. Delta 726, cross runway 15 right.
Cross runway 15 right. Delta 726.
This also seems to... I swore he was there turning a long time ago. Alright, so they're all going way over there. Not sure how far this Delta is going, but... Or not the Delta... Yeah, that Delta. Alright, there's Cape Air. So he's vacating. Care 316, taxi to terminal.
Taxi to terminal. Care 316.
Oh my god. He's stuck again.
Boston Tower. JetBlue 288 on final 4 right.
Care 316, taxi to terminal via Charlie.
Negative. Taxiway not found. Care 316.
Care 316, taxi to terminal via Charlie. Alright,
Taxi to terminal via
Yes.
Charlie.
you
Care
go
316.
and get out of here. So that's kind of what I needed to do with the Brickyard I needed to delete. They basically get lost in the middle of all these taxiways amongst these runways. So it's a tricky airport, obviously, to make work. So yeah, I don't know how many departures we had.
Boston ground. American 1850 with information mic. Requesting push and start.
American 1850, pushback approved. Expect runway 9er.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 9er. American 1850.
Okay, we should have plenty of time, I would think, for him to push back and get him out. JetBlue 288, runway 4 right, cleared to land. So we are having a lot
Runway
of
4 right, cleared
arrivals.
to land. JetBlue 288.
KR 316, cross runway 4 left.
Cross runway 4 left. Care 316.
And I think there were only like 5 or 10. Yeah, we're probably going to have to hold the... Well, we can run the Delta across, I guess. Delta 726, taxi to terminal via Kilo.
Taxi to terminal via Kilo. Delta 726.
Just a matter of, like, how slow will it be?
Boston Tower, JetBlue 289er, 6 on final 4 left.
Delta 2782, pushback approved. Expect runway 9er. Alright, so the one
Pushback
flex
approved.
jet
Expect
is
runway
done.
9er. Delta 2782.
JetBlue 2896, runway 4 left, cleared to land.
Runway 4 left, clear to land. JetBlue 289er, 6.
Boston ground. American 1850 ready to taxi.
American 1850, taxi to runway 9er via Bravo, Mike.
Taxi to runway 9er via Bravo. Mike.
So I'm hoping they'll
American 1850.
cross without me having to do anything, but we'll see, because I don't know if that's a faster taxiway. I don't think it
Boston
is.
ground. Delta 2782 with information, Mike. Requesting push and start.
Where is he? ExecJet 650, taxi to terminal.
Taxi to terminal. ExecJet 650.
Boston
ExecJet
Tower,
650, taxi to terminal via Foxtrot.
Taxi to terminal via Foxtrot.
The problem is,
ExecJet 650.
it pulls up a
Boston
hotel,
ground.
and it
Delta
doesn't know where to
2782 ready
go.
taxi.
Alright, they did cross. United 800, pushback approved. Expect runway 9er. Delta 2782, taxi to runway 9er via Bravo, Mike.
Pushback approved, expect runway 9er. United 800.
Taxi to runway 9er. By Bravo, Mike.
ExecJet 650, cross... Whoops, nope. Hopefully he won't go.
Command property error.
You're right.
ExecJet 650.
Yeah, because that would have been a mess. Whoops. Brickyard 5647, taxi to terminal, cross runway 15 left. ExecJet 650, cross runway 4 left.
Taxi to terminal, cross runway 15 left. Brickyard 5647.
ExecJet 650, taxi to terminal via Bravo.
Cross runway 4 left. ExecJet 650. Taxi to terminal via Bravo. ExecJet 650.
Boston ground. United 800 with information, Mike. Requesting push and start. Boston ground. United 800 ready to taxi.
Southwest 1240, runway 4 right, cleared to land. United 800, runway 9er via Bravo, Mike.
Runway 4 right. Clear to land. Southwest 1240.
American 1850, runway 9er, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 500, contact departure.
Runway 9er via Bravo. Mike.
American 1450, taxi to terminal, cross runway 15 left. Brickyard 5647, cross runway 15 right.
Runway 9er, cleared for immediate takeoff on reaching altitude 500. Contact departure. American 1850.
Alright, the Delta's
Negative.
parking.
I'm on the ground.
I like the,
American 1450.
I like the
Cross runway 15
reflection
right.
of Boston.
Brickyard 5647.
American 1450, taxi to terminal, cross runway 15 left.
Taxi to
JetBlue
terminal.
288,
Cross runway
taxi
15
to
left.
terminal.
American 1450.
Taxi to terminal. JetBlue 288.
See, now I think it's going to lose its position again. Yep.
Boston Tower, Brickyard 5639er on final 4 left.
JetBlue 288, taxi to terminal via Mike.
Taxi to terminal via Mike. JetBlue 288.
JetBlue 288, cross runway 15 right.
Cross runway 15 right. JetBlue 288.
Okay. So everybody's good there. Brickyard 5639, runway 4 left, cleared to land.
Runway 4 left, cleared to land. Brickyard 5639er.
American 1450, cross runway 15 right.
Cross runway 15 right. American 1450.
Boston ground. JetBlue 288. Are you sure this is the most logical routing?
It is. Delta 318, pushback approved. Expect runway 9er.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 9er. Delta 318.
United 800, runway 9er. Line up and wait.
Runway 9er, line up and wait. United 800.
JetBlue 288. Cross runway 4 left.
Cross runway 4 left.
JetBlue 288, taxi to terminal via Bravo.
Taxi to terminal via Bravo. JetBlue 288.
JetBlue 2896, taxi to terminal, cross runway 15 left.
Taxi to terminal, cross runway 15 left. JetBlue
Wow.
289er.
Easy Jets, got a long way.
Boston Tower,
Brickyard
American
5721,
287
pushback
on final
approved,
4
expect
right.
runway 9er.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 9er. Brickyard 5721.
United 800, runway 9er, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 500, contact departure. Delta 2782, runway 9er, line up and wait. American 2837, runway 4 right, cleared to land.
Runway 9er, cleared for immediate takeoff. On reaching altitude
United
500,
366,
contact
pushback
departure.
approved, expect
United
runway 9er.
800.
Duplicated command. Delta 2782.
Runway 4 right, cleared to land. American 2837.
EasyJet 235, approved, expect runway 15 right.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 9er. United 366.
Negative. Need pushback truck. Executive 235.
Delta 318, taxi to runway 9er via Kilo Bravo Mike.
Taxi to runway 9er via Kilo. Bravo. Mike. Delta
EasyJet
318.
235, pushback approved, expect runway 15 right.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 15 right.
JetBlue 2896,
Executive
cross
235.
runway 15 right. Southwest 1240, taxi to terminal via Mike.
Cross runway 15 right. JetBlue 289er 6.
Delta 2782, runway 9er, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 500, contact departure. Care 109er, runway 4 left, cleared to land.
Taxi to terminal. Via Mike.
Brickyard
Southwest 1340.
5721, taxi to runway 9er via Kilo Bravo Mike.
Runway 9er. Cleared for immediate takeoff. On reaching altitude 500, contact departure. Delta 2782.
United 366, runway 9er via Bravo Mike.
Runway 4 left. Clear to land. Kai 109er.
EasyJet 235, taxi to runway 15 right. Southwest 1240, cross runway 15 right.
Taxi to runway 9er via Kilo. Bravo. Mike. Brickyard 5721.
Runway 9er via Bravo. Mike. United 366.
Negative. Need pushback first. Executive 235.
Cross
Oh,
runway
I
15
thought
right.
ExecJet was right.
Southwest 1340.
ExecJet 235, taxi to runway 15 right. Okay, so
Taxi to runway
JetBlue's
15
going
right.
in there.
ExecJet 235.
Boston ground. Delta 318 ready to taxi.
Boston Tower, Kai 109 on final 4 left.
All right.
Boston ground, Brickyard 5721 ready to taxi.
So,
Boston
moving
ground,
along,
United 366 ready to taxi.
they've passed each other.
Boston ground, ExecJet 235 ready to taxi.
Southwest 1240, cross runway 4 left.
Cross runway 4 left. Southwest 1240.
Now we'll just keep an eye on those.
Boston ground. Delta 318 with information November. Requesting push and start.
So I think they'll be okay. They'll go by.
Boston ground, Brickyard 5721 with information November. Requesting push and start.
So things are a little backed up, but that's all right. EasyJet 235, runway 15 right, cleared for immediate takeoff. Upon reaching altitude 500, contact departure. Brickyard 5639, taxi to terminal, cross runway 15 left.
Runway 15 right, cleared for immediate takeoff. On reaching altitude 500, contact departure. ExecJet 235.
Okay.
Taxi to terminal, cross runway 15 left, Brickyard 5639.
So again, it'll probably exit.
Boston ground, United 366 with information November, requesting push and start.
Delta 1432, pushback approved, expect runway 9er.
Pushback approved, expect runway 9er, Delta 1432.
United 366, runway 9er, cleared for immediate takeoff. Upon reaching altitude 500, contact departure. United 366, runway 9er, cleared for immediate takeoff. Upon reaching altitude 500, contact departure.
Negative, I'm on the ground, United 366. Runway 9er, cleared for immediate takeoff. On reaching altitude 500,
Delta 318,
contact departure.
runway 9er,
United
line up and
366.
wait. What happened?
Runway 9er. Line up and wait. Delta 318.
Those are planes in the air again.
Boston Tower.
American
Jet 156 to
2837,
final 4
taxi
left.
to terminal via Mike. Brickyard 5639, cross runway 15 right. Alright, they're going
Taxi to
all the
terminal
way back
via
there.
Mike. American 2837. Cross runway 15 right, Brickyard 5639.
Boston Tower, Brickyard 5600 on final 4 right.
Cape 5191, approved, expect run 15 right.
Boston ground.
Care
ExecJet 235
5191,
with information
approved,
November,
expect runway
requesting push and
15 right.
start.
Swiss 2 Victor Heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 15 right.
Approved, expect runway 15 right. Care 51901. Pushback approved, expect runway 15 right.
Brickyard
Swiss 2
5633,
Victor Heavy.
pushback approved, expect runway 9er. Delta 1432, runway 9er via Bravo, Mike.
Pushback approved, expect runway 9er. Brickyard 5633.
American 3277, pushback approved, expect runway 9er. We're suddenly
Runway 9er,
getting crazy
Bravo,
busy.
Mike.
American
Delta 1432.
2837, cross runway 15 right.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 9er. American 3277.
Delta 318, runway 9er, cleared for immediate takeoff. Upon reaching altitude 500, contact departure. Brickyard 5721, runway 9er, line up and wait. JetBlue 1562, runway 4 left, cleared to land. Brickyard 5600, runway 4 right, cleared to land.
Crossed runway 15 right, American 2837.
Runway 9er. Cleared for immediate takeoff. On reaching altitude 500, contact departure. Delta 318.
Runway 9er, line up and wait. Brickyard 5721.
Care 109er, taxi to terminal.
Runway 4 left, clear to land. JetBlue 1562.
Runway 4 right, clear to land. Brickyard 5600.
Taxi to terminal. Kai 109er.
Brickyard 5633, taxi to terminal via Bravo, Mike.
Negative, I'm departure. Brickyard 5633.
Whoops.
Boston
Brickyard
ground,
5633,
Delta 143,
runway
ready to taxi.
9er, taxi via Bravo, Mike.
Runway 9er, via Bravo. Mike. Brickyard 5633.
Swiss 2, Victor Heavy, runway 15 right. Swiss 2, Victor Heavy, runway 15 right.
Duplicated command.
Care
Swiss 2, Victor Heavy.
5191, runway 15 right.
Runway 15 right.
Everybody's
Swiss 2,
in.
Victor Heavy.
Everybody's in.
Runway 15 right. Care 519er 1. Boston ground.
Brickyard
Care 519er 1, ready to taxi.
5639, hold position. American 3277, runway 9er via Bravo, Mike.
Hold position. Brickyard 5639er.
Runway 9er, via Bravo. Mike. American
Brickyard
3277.
5721, runway 9er cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 500, contact departure. Delta 657, runway 4 right, cleared to land. Reliant 379, runway 4 left, cleared to land.
Runway 9er, cleared for immediate takeoff on reaching altitude 500. Contact departure. Brickyard 5721.
Brickyard 5639, continue taxi.
Runway 4 right, clear to land. Delta 657.
Runway 4 left.
JetBlue
clear to land.
1785,
Reliant
pushback approved,
379er.
expect runway 9er.
Continue taxi.
Southwest 2,
Brickyard
Victor Heavy,
5639er.
runway 15 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching... Swiss 2, Victor Heavy, runway 15 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 500, contact departure.
Command property error. JetBlue 1785.
Runway 15 right, cleared for immediate takeoff on reaching altitude 500. Contact departure. Swiss 2, Victor Heavy.
American 2837, cross runway 4 left.
Cross runway 4 left. American 2837.
Oops, we got a little
Boston Tower.
close.
Reliant
Alright.
379er on final 4 left.
Delta 571, pushback approved, expect runway 9er. Brickyard
Pushback approved,
5619,
expect runway 9er.
pushback
Delta
approved,
571.
expect runway 9er.
Pushback approved, expect runway 9er. Brickyard 5619er.
Delta 1432,
Boston ground,
runway
Swiss
9er,
2, Victor Heavy,
cleared
ready.
for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 500, contact departure. American 3277, runway 9er, line up and wait. Brickyard 1932, runway 4 right, cleared to land.
Runway 9er, cleared for immediate takeoff on reaching altitude 500.
JetBlue
Contact departure.
1562,
Delta
taxi to
1432.
terminal, cross runway 15 left.
Runway 9er, line up and wait. American 3277. Taxi to terminal. Cross
Where is-
runway 15 left. JetBlue 1562.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Boston ground, Brickyard 5633 ready to taxi.
I don't
Boston
understand
ground,
what
Care
happened.
519er 1 ready to taxi.
Boston ground. American 3277
Because
ready to
Reliance
taxi.
up there, so I don't
Boston Tower,
understand.
Delta 657 on final 4 right.
Boston
Delta
Tower,
571,
JetBlue 19er,
runway
3215
9er.
right.
Whoops, we're not there yet.
Negative. Need pushback first.
Care 5191,
571.
runway 15 right, line up and wait.
Runway 15 right, line up and wait.
Brickyard
Care 519er 1.
5600, taxi to terminal via Mike.
Taxi to terminal via Mike. Brickyard 5600.
Brickyard 5600, cross runway 15 left.
Cross runway 15 left. Brickyard 5600.
Boston ground. Delta 571 ready to taxi.
Care 5191, runway 15 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 500, contact departure.
Runway 15 right. Cleared for immediate takeoff on reaching altitude
JetBlue
500.
1785, pushback
Care
approved,
519er.
expect runway 9er. Delta 571, runway 9er via Bravo Mike. Brickyard 5619, runway 9er via Bravo Mike.
Pushback approved, expect runway 9er, JetBlue 1785.
JetBlue 1562, cross runway 15 right.
Runway 9er via Bravo. Mike. Delta 571.
Reliant 379er, taxi to terminal via Bravo.
Runway 9er via Bravo. Mike. Brickyard 5619er.
Cross runway 15
Reliant
right.
379er,
JetBlue
taxi
1562.
to terminal via Bravo.
Taxi to terminal via Bravo. Reliant 379er.
Brickyard 5600, cross runway 15 right.
Taxi to terminal via Bravo. Reliant 379er.
American 3277, runway 9er, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 500, contact departure. American 3277, runway 9er, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 500, contact departure. Brickyard 5633, runway 9er, line up and wait. Brickyard 1932, runway 4 right, cleared to land. Brickyard 1932, runway 4 right, cleared to land. Why
Cross
is it
runway
not?
15 right.
Oh.
Brickyard 5600.
JetBlue 1932, runway 4 right, cleared to land. Isn't saying the right carrier.
Negative. I'm on the ground. I'm on the ground. American 3277.
JetBlue 1785, runway 9er via Bravo Mike.
Runway 9er. Cleared for immediate takeoff. On reaching altitude 500.
Delta 657,
contact departure.
taxi to
American
terminal via Mike.
3277.
Runway 9er, line up and wait. Brickyard 5633.
Delta 657, cross runway 15 right.
Runway 4 right, clear to land, JetBlue 1932. Runway 9er via Mike, JetBlue 1785.
Taxi to terminal via Mike. Delta 657. Cross runway 15 right. Delta 657.
So we've got
Boston
a
ground.
lot going
Brickyard
on here.
5619er ready to taxi.
Boston ground, JetBlue 1785 ready to taxi.
Brickyard 1785, cross runway 4 left. JetBlue 1785, cross runway 4 left.
Negative, unknown command, JetBlue 1785.
Brickyard 5633, runway 9er, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 500, contact departure. JetBlue 1734, runway 4 left, cleared to land.
Runway 9er.
Brickyard
clear for immediate
5600,
takeoff on reaching
cross runway
altitude
4
500.
left.
Contact departure. Brickyard 5633.
Runway 4 left, clear to land. JetBlue 1734.
Negative. Unknown command.
JetBlue
Brickyard
1785,
5600.
cross runway 4 left.
Cross runway 4 left, JetBlue 1785.
Brickyard 5600, cross runway 4 left.
Cross runway 4 left. Brickyard 5600.
Boston Tower.
Delta
Executive
657,
823 on final
cross
for
runway
right.
4 left.
Cross runway 4 left.
Exec Jet
Delta 657.
823, runway 4 right, cleared to land.
Runway 4 right. Clear to land. Exec Jet 823.
Delta 571, runway 9er, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 500, contact departure.
Runway 9er, clear for immediate takeoff. On reaching altitude 500, contact departure. Delta 571.
Alright, what have we got? Reliance, parking. JetBlue 1932, taxi to terminal via Mike.
Taxi to terminal via Mike. JetBlue 1932.
Alright, so we got a couple popping in there.
Boston ground, Delta 1432 with information November, requesting push and start.
Boston ground, Swiss 2 Victor Heavy with information November, requesting push and start.
JetBlue 1785, runway 9er, line up and wait.
Runway 9er, line up and wait. JetBlue 1785.
JetBlue 1932, cross runway 15 right.
Cross runway 15 right. JetBlue 1932.
Boston Tower, Southwest 3019er on final 4 left.
Southwest 3019er, runway 4 left. Cleared to land.
Runway 4 left, cleared to land. Southwest 3019er.
Alright, we're getting close.
Boston ground, Care 519er with information November, ready to start.
I think that one's gone.
Boston ground, Brickyard 5633 with information November, requesting push and start.
JetBlue 1785, runway 9er, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 500, contact departure.
Runway 9er,
Brickyard
cleared for immediate
5619,
takeoff.
runway
Reaching
9er,
altitude
line up and
500.
wait.
Contact departure. JetBlue 1785.
Runway 9er, line up and wait. Brickyard 5619er.
Okay. So,
Boston
I'm
ground.
gonna see
American
where we're at. I don't
3277
have
with
things up.
information November, requesting push and start.
This is 53 of 75, so...
Boston Tower, Care 888 on final 4 left.
Care 888, runway 4 left, cleared to land.
Runway 4 left, cleared to land.
Whoop.
Care 888.
JetBlue 1932, cross runway 4 left.
Negative. Unknown command. JetBlue 1932.
JetBlue 1932, cross runway 4 left.
Cross runway 4 left. JetBlue 1932.
Oh boy.
Boston ground. JetBlue 1785 with information November, requesting push and start.
Come on, get across, get across, get across, get across.
Boston ground, Delta 571 with information November.
That was
requesting
bad.
push and start.
That was bad. And these are all repeated.
Boston ground,
Finally, we've
Brickyard
caught up.
5619er with information November, requesting push and start.
Brickyard 5619, runway 9er, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 500, contact departure.
Runway 9er, cleared for immediate takeoff on reaching altitude 500, contact departure. Brickyard 5619er.
So yeah, we're good. We don't have the reflection over the water yet, so it's not technically there, I don't think. Could be wrong. I don't know, I guess. Yeah, we're not really seeing it, but either way, it's clear. JetBlue 1734, taxi to terminal, cross runway 15 left.
Taxi to terminal, cross runway 15 left. JetBlue 1734.
I'm thinking the JetBlue's gonna go in there somewhere, but not sure. Let's see, where is he? There he is. EasyJet 823, taxi to terminal via Foxtrot.
Taxi to terminal via Foxtrot. ExecJet 823.
Alright. ExecJet 823, cross runway 4 left. ExecJet 823, cross runway 4 left. Like it's not giving me...
Negative. Unknown command.
Yeah, I know.
ExecJet
I know it's
823.
an unknown command.
Cross runway 4 left. ExecJet 823.
So we may have gotten everything. I don't know. ExecJet 823, taxi to terminal via Bravo.
Taxi to terminal via Bravo. Exit jet 823.
We're gonna let that one wait a little bit. Yeah, I'm just not sure. I mean, there's just a lot of scheduled arrivals. That's all we've got left now, looking over at the board. So, you know, if we pull this over, all I got are a bunch of arrivals. So JetBlue 1734, cross runway 15 right. Yep, so
Cross
right
runway
there, as
15
I
right.
figured.
JetBlue 1734.
I think we'll get a few spotter scores on this one, but I don't know that we're going to get that many. And I'm not quite sure how these get sorted or whatever. Alright, so they're across. Everybody's there, but yeah, I don't think we're going to have any additional departures, so that's the thing. It cycles, and the arrivals always seem to be the problem, so I guess we'll see. But yeah, we'll have... I mean, I'm not sure, again, why we're not seeing too many others. I mean, they are coming, but... because they definitely come closer together sometimes. Southwest 3019, taxi to terminal, cross runway 15 left.
Taxi to terminal. Cross runway 15 left.
So not going that far, but at this point, it should be pretty easy for me. I mean, you know, the GA ones are going to be a little bit of a problem, I suppose, because they will create a bit of a taxi issue, but it's similar to what I just did there with the EasyJet. But I do like the fact there were a good amount of GAs. Not sure I'm going to have enough to still unlock that achievement, but it should be pretty good. I might be hitting 500 on something in the next group or two. So yeah, and we'll see where we get from level 10. So my goal really is going to be to drive to level 20, and then I'm probably, you know, going to poke around with some of the challenges, but you know, progressing requires us to do the schedules. The thing I'm trying to figure out, so this many flights does more than an hour. What I'd like to do is figure out how we get something that lets us get done in an hour. So that's probably going to be, you know, smaller groups. Southwest 3019, cross runway 15 right.
Cross runway 15 right. Southwest 3019.
Care 888, taxi to terminal.
Taxi to terminal. Care 888.
All right. Okay, so these are planes that aren't coming, that are coming, but so I don't like that it's doing that. Like, I should be able to parallel these. JetBlue 2154, runway 4 left, cleared to land.
Runway 4 left, cleared to land. JetBlue 2154.
So I might need to adjust a setting in the game,
Boston
is what
Tower,
I'm thinking.
Brickyard 5780 on final 4 right.
Brickyard 5780, runway 4 right, cleared to land. So I mean, I get the fact they're close,
Runway 4 right,
but they're
cleared to land.
coming in
Brickyard 5780.
on parallels, and so I think I may already be at the smallest separation I can have. So I don't know that I can change it much, but we'll see. So yeah, 15 handled, but you know, and the thing is, it says there's, well, it says there's 4 taxiing, but that's because, again, I've deleted some. So no, they're all taxiing, I think. Southwest, cap 888. Well, maybe I'm not sure. I mean, I hope I don't have some hanging out somewhere that I'm missing. That would really suck. but I'd have a much bigger delay. But yeah, there's nothing around the airport. So, I don't know. Yeah, it's Care 71 and Spirit Wings 2092. It says it's taxiing. And they're from pretty early on, so I'm thinking those are a couple I deleted. Alright, they're turning in there. So there's a couple more coming in, but yeah, I'm sure we're going to have plenty more.
Boston Tower, ExecJet 811 on final 4 left.
ExecJet 811, runway 4 left, cleared to land. Because I can
Runway
see
4
where it
left,
says
clear to
approaching,
land.
but then
ExecJet
there's
811.
scheduled, so there's at least, you know, and again, they're going to, you know, but then we are starting to get to the 1702, 1705 type thing, but we're at 1727 in the sim, so it's like I'm like a half hour too far. So it's probably a sweet spot is maybe 60 or 70 flights. And the issue is, like, I picked this one and I thought I would have 90, and then by the time it got rid of everything, it got me down to 75. So, because it didn't have liveries or it didn't have gates or stuff like that, so there is a bit of a sweet spot somewhere that I need to identify. Alright, so there's 2 more approaching, but then there's still 3 more scheduled. So it's a 1658 and a 1705.
Boston Tower, JetBlue 400 on final 4 right.
JetBlue 400, runway 4 right, cleared to land. I mean, the good news is they are now coming in quickly.
Runway 4 right, clear to land. JetBlue 400.
And, you know, I didn't get so the incursion I got was between these two. That's where it told me I lost 100. I mean, again, I'm not losing it in Tower Companion, but I'm losing it in, you know, the others. So, but yeah. So I still see 4 that will be scheduled. So there's 1 approaching. So there's 5 more at minimum, but I'm sure there's more. Because I think we went to 17, I think it was like 1710 or something. So there might be 1 or 2 more planes coming in, I would think. Because like there's 2 that are 1705, the JetBlue, but the other one that's coming in, well, it's coming in a little bit further back. So, but pretty soon we're going to have to start not just clearing planes, we're going to have to start doing something. I guess, again, I can move things up a bit here. So I'm surprised, you know, I thought we'd have maybe 3 in the air, but I guess not. So we can't quite line them up that far. You know, and
Boston
these are
Tower,
close, but...
JetBlue 1266 on final 4 left.
JetBlue 1266, runway 4 left, cleared to land.
Runway 4 left, cleared to land. JetBlue 1266.
Alright, yeah, because I'm just trying to get to the point where I can do something. And again, I'm guessing it'll come off here. JetBlue 2154, taxi to terminal, cross runway 15 left. Brickyard 5780, taxi to terminal via Mike, cross runway 15 left.
Taxi to terminal, cross runway 15 left, JetBlue 2154.
Taxi to terminal via Mike. Cross runway 15 left. Brickyard 5780.
Boston Tower, American 1998 on final 4 right.
American 1998, runway 4 right, cleared to land.
Runway 4 right, clear to land. American 1998.
So we've got two GAs. Whoops, I didn't want to go to 1. I wanted to just go to 1. JetBlue 2154, cross runway 15 right.
Cross runway 15 right. JetBlue 2154.
Brickyard 5780, cross runway 15 right. Okay, so he's going to go way down there, which is fine.
5780.
And we'll start seeing, you know, as things clear off, because that's the thing. We've got a lot of things going that are active, but they're not handled. EasyJet 811, taxi to terminal, cross runway 15 left. So you can see now these are going to go.
Terminal. Cross runway 15 left. Exit jet 811.
Boston Tower, November 552 Romeo Charlie on final 4 left.
November 552 Romeo Charlie, runway 4 left, cleared to land. So we're going to have a couple.
Runway 4 left, cleared to land. November 552 Romeo Charlie.
Brickyard 5780, cross runway 4 left. So
Cross runway 4 left.
we'll be fine with that. And then it can go park. Again, it's got a far gate. Alright, so see, it's interesting that it will turn down the runway, even though this is a runway. So it's using it as a taxiway, which it can do. Brickyard 400, taxi to terminal via Mike. Whoops. JetBlue 400, taxi to terminal via Mike.
Taxi to terminal via Mike. JetBlue 400.
EasyJet 811, cross runway 15 right.
Cross runway 15 right. Exit jet 811.
Alright. And so it numbers them by the number they're created.
Final 4 right.
Romeo Victor Juliet 507, runway 4 right, cleared to land. You know, and these are, again, it's a Beechcraft 99.
Clear to land. Romeo Victor Juliet 507.
JetBlue 400, cross runway 15 right. So
Cross
again,
runway
they'll
15 right.
they'll stay
JetBlue
out of each
400.
other's way. So we have 4 in the air. There are still 3 scheduled, at least. So we've got a little ways to go here still. We're going to let him land before we clear the other one through the runway here. So JetBlue passing in front of another JetBlue. Different tails, but JetBlue 400, cross runway 4 left.
Cross runway 4 left. JetBlue 400.
Okay, so this is another 1705. There's 3 that arrive in that time frame, so you can see how busy. I mean, and it's Boston, so you'd expect that. But yeah, it's 1735, hence it getting a little bit dark. JetBlue 1266, taxi to terminal, cross runway 15 left.
Taxi to terminal. Cross runway 15 left.
Right,
JetBlue
so
1266.
couple GAs, and right now I don't see any other GAs coming in. Now that doesn't mean that won't happen. So alright, where is he? So I'm going to get a little further along. America in 1998, taxi to terminal via Mike. JetBlue 1266, cross runway 15 right.
Taxi to terminal via Mike. American 1998.
Cross runway 15 right. JetBlue 1266.
Boston Tower, Speedbird 1 Bravo Super on final 4 left.
Speedbird 1 Bravo Super, runway 4 left, cleared to land. Alright, that's my second super. You have to get
Runway
to
4
10
left, cleared to
supers.
land.
Only 10.
Speedbird 1 Bravo Super.
So, they're hard to get. American 1998, cross runway 15 right. But,
Cross runway 15 right.
you know,
American
they will come in. EasyJet is still parking, which is crazy. November 552, Romeo Charlie, taxi to terminal via Bravo.
Taxi to terminal via Bravo. November 552 Romeo Charlie.
Alright, there's 2 more scheduled, 1708 and 1710. They're not, the strips are not up yet. I only see them because I see them. Whoops. American 1998, cross runway 4 left.
Cross runway 4 left. American 1998.
So, we should have everything. Yeah, we just have the 2 cleared to land, and then we should have some more shortly. Alright, there's one of them approaching, and then again, 2 minutes. And, yep, they're both... Well, that's interesting, because now it's saying these 2 are too close. So, I don't know. Man, he is coming in... He looks like he's coming in really high. I just want to watch him land, because, man, these big ones are awesome. I just love them. Romeo Victor Juliet 507, taxi to terminal via Foxtrot. Bravo.
Taxi to terminal via Foxtrot. Bravo. Romeo Victor Juliet 507.
Boston Tower, United 1783 on final 4 right.
United 1783, runway 4 right, cleared to land. Romeo Victor Juliet 507, cross runway 4 left.
Runway 4 right.
Finally
cleared to
landed.
land. United 1783.
Cross runway 4 left. Romeo Victor Juliet 507.
Speedbird 1 Bravo Super, taxi to terminal, cross runway 15 left. See, the J
Taxi
makes you
to
want to
terminal.
say
Cross
jumbo,
runway 15 left.
but
Speedbird 1
obviously
Bravo Super.
it's not that, so... Alright, so 4 left. Speedbird 1 Bravo Super, cross runway 15 right.
Cross runway 15 right. Speedbird 1 Bravo Super.
Boston Tower.
Is it really going
Southwest
way
965
over there
on final 4
somewhere?
left.
That's crazy. Southwest 965, runway 4 left, cleared to land. Yes, and this one's listed as 075,
Runway 4 left,
so I
cleared
know
to
it's
land.
my last
Southwest
one.
965.
And so we've got 2 or 3, 2 that are, so yes, we're going to end up at 73, which means we deleted, obviously, you know, 2 of them. And we deleted them because we couldn't taxi, so we would have had perfectness if I had realized what was going on. So I've learned something for the future. So that is a wonderful thing to learn. Learning is good. Alright, so we'll get in there. United 1783, taxi to terminal via Mike.
Taxi to terminal via Mike. United 1783.
United 1783, cross runway 15 right.
Cross runway 15 right. United 1783.
And there comes Southwest. United 1783, cross runway 4 left.
Cross runway 4 left. United 1783.
Alright, so yes, so it's the cap air, so I can eliminate those two because they are not included. So yes, we'll have 73. Southwest 965, taxi to terminal, cross runway 15 left.
Taxi to terminal, cross runway 15 left, Southwest 965.
Alright, so we'll move these along. Southwest 965, cross runway 15 right.
Cross runway 15 right, Southwest 965.
So, alright, United will go there. And this one will go in there. And we are all done. So if we come here, 73 of 73. So we can see, well, we can't see any of them because they're now all gone. We could show, handled, or delete. But we mark it as completed. Oh, okay. I'm like, what? But there we go. 73 of 73. So 7 completed, 434 flights in total. Just to, oh, it's now more. 625. So it's going to take some more work. But we have 13 achievements where I think we had 12. So let's see. Wasn't Heavy Metal Master. Again, we got 2 of 10 supersized. GAs, we've only gotten up to 9. Cargo, not so good. But yeah, we're getting close on commercial passenger flights. So another 1 or 2. Still don't have Middle East. Obviously, I got to do some Middle East airports. But yeah, we got Boston, basically. So we cleared 100 now because, again, we did Boston at night once. So this is our second attempt at Boston. So, you know, but Gatwick only needs 50. So it's just the really big ones that need some things. So we'll see what we got. But, and again, let's see, the spotter scores up to 55. So if I go to that, yeah, still just 1 uncommon, but we're up to 176 now. We're slowly climbing up the list. Would be nice to get like another uncommon, rare, or legendary, but I think they're just so hard to find, you know, because they tell you the type of plane, but obviously it's like, where are you going to find it? I don't know. Like, you know, Stand Up to Cancer, American. Just has to be a plane that is flying that way. So, all right. So this may take more schedules than I thought. So buckle up, folks, because I am determined. It's just a matter of can we do it. Really nice airport, but, you know, it would be nice if the taxiways were a little smoother and you didn't have to kind of do everything manually through the center here. But it is what it is, and now I've learned. So if I have that somewhere else, I'll know. As always, if you've enjoyed this, haven't dropped a like or a subscribe, please consider those things. It's greatly appreciated. And I will see you next time.